United, we are coming. He's threatening United. Hey,
Oh, sorry, United, we are
he's an
coming. Sorry.
Arsenal fan.
Arsenal looked scary again last night, but there's a lot of people online saying they should calm down. It was Sporting without a manager. What do you make of it, Hussam? Do you feel that Arsenal were top class last night? Did it show a change of direction this season for them?
Yes. Arsenal were amazing yesterday. It was a 5-star performance. I decided to do Sporting versus Arsenal because I didn't know which Arsenal would turn up. But here's the thing. Arsenal fans now, even the positive ones, even who think they're going to win the league, even the Arsenal fans who are, still positive about the season, must now admit once and for all that it was 100% Arteta's fault. And there is nothing that any of you could say to deny this. These last 2 games, Arsenal have scored 8 goals in 2 games. I don't even think the last 5 or 6 games before that in total you scored 8 goals. You cannot tell me it's just about the Odegaard injury. And I'll tell you from a football perspective why it's not just about the Odegaard injury. Arteta has released the shackles off of these players. He's like, you know what? This defensive crap doesn't work. Let's just play ball. Let's just play football. Let's cook. How about we just... Because Timber and Calafiori, yes, they're centre-backs. But if you watch the game yesterday, Timber and Calafiori were almost operating as wing-backs a lot of the time. They were so high up the pitch. They allowed and they trusted, and they did the same thing in the Forest game, and Mo called it. They trusted Saliba and Gabriel to defend one-on-one. They were like, Saliba, Gabriel, I know you're taking on Jokers today, but I trust you both. You're going to pocket him. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. And Timber and Saliba were hyped. Timber got an assist for one of the goals. Calafiori had a shot from wide. And the reason why I'm highlighting the right back and the left back is when the right back and the left back are high up the pitch, it means you change the whole system. And it can't be just because one player is back on the pitch, all of a sudden you look so much better. Because even in games before where Odegaard played this season, you didn't look as good as this. The reason for that is you weren't playing as offensive as this. Right now, you're playing offensive football. You're going back to what Arsenal did, I would say, probably towards the end of last season, and as well at the first 6 months of the season 2 years ago, where you're just playing free-flowing football. And we all know Arsenal are capable of this. We all know that Arsenal are capable of playing free-flowing, attacking, exciting football. Now, do they do it often enough? Do they do it like at an enough rate, in my opinion? No. Should they do more of this? Yes. If they want to get results, if they want to be successful, if they want to win stuff, then completely they need to do more of this. And that's just the reality of the situation for me. So, look, Arteta has released the shackles. And this is the reality. I hate the fact when people just can't admit that their manager got something wrong. It's okay. Not me, Terry, or Mo think Arteta should be sacked right now. We understand. We're not saying any of that type of stuff. But all I'm saying is he let the players play. And I have to give massive credit to someone. He won man of the match yesterday, Bukayo Saka. I was one of the people who vehemently, new word I learned, defended Bukayo Saka. Look, Newcastle away, the game ended 1-0 to Newcastle. Some people say, Hussam, talk about Saka now. Where was he? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, guys, Saka created the most dangerous chance of that game. Yes, he should have done more and blah, 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 and we expect higher. But at the same time, the guy created the most dangerous chance of the game. I think Bukayo Saka's him, to be honest with you. I think Saka is number 1 in the Saka, Palmer, Foden debate. Foden is 3rd right now for me, so Palmer I put in 2nd place. And Saka, when he is allowed to cook, will cook. I wish maybe 2 seasons ago, Liverpool went and bought Bukayo Saka, so we'd have seen Saka like 2 seasons under Klopp. I think that guy would have hit double-digit goals, probably even 20 goals in a Premier League season. Maybe we'd have been probably league champions because he's just capable of doing that. But this is on Arteta. Allow the players to play, bro. Not every time defend. And I don't trust him yet. So this next game right here against West Ham, and I know Mo even said this yesterday, bro, if they go back to this defensive crap again against West Ham, then Arteta has simply not learned, because you need to be able to trust Saliba and Gabriel. You can't be one of the best defenders in the world and not be trusted to defend one-on-one. You have to be able to defend one-on-one. Why is Konate amazing? He defends one-on-one. Why is Van Dijk amazing? He defends one-on-one. You have to have that one-on-one defending pack where, yes, we're attacking all the time, but these players are defending. And yesterday you saw the creativity. And it wasn't just Odegaard with creativity. As a matter of fact, I think in the second half, Odegaard had 3 or 4 bad touches that led to Sporting counter-attacks. So it wasn't just Odegaard. That's just nonsense and just weak analysis. Partey was their best midfielder to begin with yesterday and has been even their best midfielder against Forest for me. So, yeah, he allowed them to play. Release the
Saka. I just wanted to speak a little bit about Bukayo Saka, because I said yesterday on the show, in the reaction after, when I said the good players rise when the rest of the team is not doing well. It's so easy for you to play good football when everyone around you is playing great, which is what some of the Man City players do. Phil Foden last season, the team was good. And tell me, oh, Man City were not good in the first half of the season. They literally lost without Rodri. And the second half of the season, when they were good, Kevin De Bruyne was cooking. By the way, he was involved in more games than Phil Foden in the second half of the season when they went on a great run. Bukayo Saka this season, even though all of us and everyone in the chat called Arsenal crap in the last 2-3 months since the beginning of the season, you know who created the most chances in the league, big chances? Bukayo Saka. Who had the most assists? Bukayo Saka. Who's in the same GA as Cole Palmer and Erling Haaland? Bukayo Saka. That is what a good player is. I'm not going to call him world class or anything, but a good player show up when the rest of the team are not doing well. Salah used to do this. Mane used to do this. Palmer did it with Chelsea for a whole season, right? Man United, after Cristiano left, Wayne Rooney, even if the team wasn't playing well, I have a lot of respect for Wayne Rooney, to be honest. He used to show up, lead the team, say that it's my game. Kevin De Bruyne does this for City, David Silva, Yaya Toure. Here is the difference between Saka, Salah, and Phil Foden. If the team is not playing well, you can rely on Bukayo Saka to actually bail you out, to get something out of nothing. The others, the Phil Fodens, no. Vinny Jr. is the same, by the way. Vinny Jr., when Real Madrid do not playing well, he rises sometimes and he makes something out of nothing. That is the difference. For everyone that is trying to criticize Saka, you know why Saka won man of the match yesterday? It's not because he played well, because he absolutely led the team from the beginning. He was the best player on the pitch. That is what Bukayo Saka will offer you. For the people that keep doubting Bukayo Saka, just go look at the numbers, go to the performances. When the rest of the team are crap, Bukayo Saka is playing well. And now when the team is playing good, he's winning man of the matches. Right? That is the difference between players and Bukayo Saka. Arsenal yesterday, just to make it short, you need to really trust the defenders. That is the key element for Arsenal to play good football. It's not about Saliba and Gabriel and collective defending and all this shit, bro. Let them cook. Let the guys cook. Let them be the same defenders as last season. As Hussam said, I said that.
Or the year before.
Yeah, Arteta, and people are asking, oh, Mo, context. No, forget the context. Really, even without red cards, you weren't playing well because Arteta was scared of losing games more than he wanted to win games. He was scared of concede. That is the reality, to be honest. And listen, are Arsenal scary again? Not yet. They have to follow this up with that. Sam said it. In the next 7 games in the Premier League until January, you really need to win every game. You drop points, I think you're out of it. But come on now. Arsenal need to win more games until January. There is no.
I want to say something, Terry, because this is important. I went and I looked at the Arsenal fixtures after, like, from now on, right? Because people keep saying Liverpool will drop points, Liverpool will drop points, Liverpool will drop points, blah, blah, blah. Okay? No problem. Even if you think Liverpool will drop points, I have no issue with that. You're entitled to think that as an Arsenal fan. So I pulled up the next 7 Arsenal fixtures because this is very important if you want to talk about winning league titles. Look, these are the next 7 Premier League, I'm saying. Not Carabao Cup, not Champions League. Their next 7 Premier League fixtures. West Ham away, Man United at home, Fulham away, Everton at home, Crystal Palace away, Ipswich at home, Brentford away. Then they play Brighton, which is a tough game, and they have the North London Derby and Villa, so it's 3 tough games. These next 7 games, Arsenal, and I'm saying this right now, if Arsenal want to win the league title, you can't drop points in not one of those 7 games. And I'm being dead serious. Someone will come say, oh my God, you're being harsh. No, I'm not being harsh. Everything that you guys said, Liverpool have faced no one, Liverpool have played no one. Now is your turn to play the no ones. In these next 7 games, you have to win every single one of those games. And there is no like time for draws. There is no time for losses because you already had your bad run. You already had your dropped points thing, at the start of the season. So now you have to win your next 7 games. Then after that, we'll see how the league shapes up. And maybe if you draw to a Brighton away, it might not be that bad of a result, dependent where you're at in the league table. But the next 7 games are all must-wins. And I'm not having any of this, United is a tough game with a new manager and blah, 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 or Fulham away is a tough game. With all due respect, if you're in a title race, not top 4 race, you should win the next 7. And if you don't win the next 7, then you're not going to win the league.
Title race is crazy. Top 4 race is crazy as well. Who's top 4 race?
Yes, you said top 4 race, not me.
I never said the Arsenal are in top 4 race. I asked the question.
You said
I
they were
never
in
said that.
you said they were in a crisis. That's what
Why
you
you
100% they were a crisis. 9 points behind the league
No, I
leaders.
think you might have said top 4 race.
He did say top 4
Go
race,
back,
the
Go
fraud.
back.
Smirk,
Hang on.
smirk.
Because
Have
hang
show.
on. It's on our
When I
Instagram
said the
page. Hang on,
Arsenal-
hang on.
Oh my
Hang on.
God. He's
Let's go and
playing the
find
video.
it. It's on the Instagram page. Let me see if I can find it. No, not that one. That's the Eucharist one. I swear there was one.
Here we go.
Just admit it, Mo.
I can't
He's
find it.
there in the top 4 race. I said Arsenal are in the top 4 race.
Yes. You
I
said
don't
they're
think
out
so.
of the title race when it was 9 points.
Oh,
yeah.
they are still out of the title. They're not in the title race now.
Okay, so by definition, if they're not in a title
Hang on.
race, then they're in a top 4 race.
Let's see.
Without a Premier League or a Champions League, and he's still at the job.
I think they've got to go out and try and break the bank. I think someone like a Nico Williams,
It might not be in this bit. I don't know.
The other day.
It's fantastic. Imagine if they have Victor Osimhen to do it.
My club did this in the summer. Future planning for the future Alisson
Exposed.
replacement, and we signed Mamardashvili.
Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know
At this
yet.
current moment in time, dropped Mamardashvili to go sign a DM. Yes.
I don't think the link to Zubimendi is an issue, especially if they're buying him in the summer, but they can't get into this situation.
Are in crisis. Your manager have been there for 5 years.
No, it's just talking about transfers. It's not. It might have been in that. I do think you said it though. I can't find it though. But
Okay, the
I
reality. Okay, so here's what I said. Arsenal are not in the title race until they are back in it. I still stand by it.
But no, again, you're contradicting yourself. Okay, I'm gonna use
Hold
the
on,
exact
Sam, let
statement
me
you-
explain to you something.
I'm gonna make the exact statement you
Hold
just
on.
made.
No, no,
You
no, this
just
is wrong.
said Arsenal are
You're
no
wrong.
longer in a title race until they're back in it. By
Yeah.
definition, that means they're in a top 4 race.
Absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Yabni wrong. You're wrong. Okay, can you let me now respond because you're fooling
Why are you
the crowd.
smirking? Why are you
You're fooling the crowd. You're fooling the crowd.
laughing? Look at
Either way, are you gonna let me talk or no?
Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead.
I'm ill, I'm sick, and I'm doing a show with another guy that is
Ah.
sick.
well. I'm sick as
Okay,
well. Here I have
The
the
reality,
strepsils.
you're lying. You're lying. When Arsenal aren't in a title race, that doesn't mean they are in a top 4 race, by the way. If City are out of the title race, do we think they are in the top 4 race? No. By the way,
Look
you
at
can be
fucking Donald
you can be
Lukaku.
second, you can be second and fourth, you can be second or third comfortably, which is I think Arsenal are still ahead of Chelsea and the Aston Villas and all these guys. Comfortably, by the way. They're a better
You're a
team than them.
You are
No.
the biggest fraud, and you're smirking because you
I'm not
know
smirking. You
you're
make me laugh.
smirking because you know if you're not in a title race, you're a top 4 race. You're a fraud, and you know it deep down. That's why you're smiling. Like when we were in class and the teacher's like, "Who threw the pen?" And then there's one guy smirking. They know it's him.
Yabni, I
You know,
never
you're-
said that Arsenal are officially in a but Arsenal are officially not in the race.
Ya habibi, if
The
they're not in
title
the title race, they're in a top 4 race.
No,
Stop.
actually, no. That is wrong. That statement is fucking wrong, bro. Don't piss me off now. Don't be like this, bro. You're wrong. Man City can be third, 15 points above fourth, and 10 points above the leaders. That means they are not in the title. They're not in a title race, and they aren't in a top 4 race. You're lying. What is wrong with you, bro?
He's losing it. Hussam hits slaps again, as per usual. Another stream with a W. I bet Mo was so happy to not see me last week. He's like, yo, finally I can have a show without getting cooked.
You are absolutely completely wrong, and you're being absolutely
Your
fraudulent.
brains are popping and you're ill. Don't shout.
You're really wrong here. There's no question about it. Last season, by the way, Liverpool were not in a top 4 race, even though you finished 10 points behind the leaders. What the fuck are you talking about?
I hear you on that.